video was taken and the question was asked, Catholics as they were coming out from church, do you understand the Eucharist? What does it mean for you? And many of them said they do not understand it, neither do they know the teaching concerning it. And it's quite interesting to know that Catholics, in fact, they say 70% of Catholics say that they do not know the teaching on the Eucharist. And I think the reason for that is that Catholics are influenced basically by a different kind of teaching from Protestantism that proposes, and I'm saying this because I have to teach, that proposes that the Eucharist is symbolic. Symbolic means it just represents the body and the blood. Jesus does not mean literally that bread and wine can become his body and blood. So therefore, it is symbolic. And because it is symbolic, it's not something that you need to always have. So the breaking of the bread and the blessing of the cup is just something you do to remind you. So they say it is symbolic. It is a memorial of who Jesus is. And that is the teaching basically of many of our Protestant brothers and sisters. This kind of teaching was influenced by something called rationalism. Rationalism was a type of philosophy that taught that only through reason can we come to profound understanding of things in the world. Rationalism says you must think, and therefore nothing else is important. Rationalism therefore concentrates on things that are present, things that are real, things that you can see. And that kind of understanding influenced by and large. But when we look back to Jesus and we try to understand what he is saying, unless you eat my body and you drink my blood, you do not have life. And he continues, people are arguing among themselves, what could he mean? Why would he tell us that? Why would he give us his body? He has to be a man. Now remember, the Jews had a particular belief. Moses, not only Moses, but even from the beginning, Genesis, they were told that they must not drink or eat blood. You must not do it because blood contains life. Let me just make a reference for you. Genesis chapter 9, and it says in verse 4, only you shall not eat flesh with life, with its life. That is its blood. So that is one. And Deuteronomy also gave a command, and it says here, Deuteronomy 4, it says, for what other great, no, that one, Deuteronomy 15. It says, its blood, however, you must not eat. You shall pour it out on the ground like water. And the reason for this is that life, the blood contains life. Life means energy, it means vitality. And only God can give life, and therefore you must not participate, you must not think that you can give life by having blood, by taking in. Now, there is a story that tells us in the Old Testament, in the book of Exodus. We hear how when they were getting ready to leave Egypt, the Lord told them, listen, you in your household must celebrate what I call the Passover. You will get a lamb and slaughter the lamb. You are to take the blood of the lamb and mark the doorpost with a sign, so that when the angel of death passed over, he will spare the sons of Israel when he sees the sign. And then it also said, you must eat the lamb, eat the flesh of the lamb. Because on that day, God is going to take you to that land that he has promised you. He is going to free you from Pharaoh. This in itself will shadow for us what is to come. Because many years, centuries after, we have something happening. A man named John went into the wilderness and he saw someone coming and he said, there is the Lamb. There is the Lamb of God. There is the one who will take away the sins of the world. John points to him. And later we have this very Lamb saying, I am the bread of life. I am the blood that gave you life. So when the Jews hear this, the Jews became very upset because why would we participate in life? Why would we want to have drink of this man's blood and eat his flesh? This is something we must pull away from. And Jesus insisted, unless you do this, because I am the one who came down from heaven so that you may have life, and unless you participate in me, you will not have life. In other words, you will share in it. The Eucharist that Jesus presents to us is very, very important for Catholics. When we gather together to celebrate, we celebrate Eucharist, the body and the blood of Christ. If we do not understand or we do not grasp what we are doing, then what we are doing is just a gathering of an assembly. A getting together of people for a social event. It doesn't mean anything. The Eucharist is central to the life of the Christian. Let me show you how central it is. When the Christians were witnessing to Jesus and they were gathering in their little rooms celebrating Eucharist, Nero the emperor heard about it. And he started calling the Christians and questioning them. And then he said, why are you doing this? Why are you saying you're eating this man's flesh and this man's blood? You are nothing but cannibals. And Nero immediately started slaughtering the Christians, throwing them to the lions. And the Christians stay on that yes, what they eat and what they drink is the body and the blood of Christ. That bread and wine is transformed into his body and blood. So even though they resemble natural bread, what they are, and they resemble natural wine, it is really the body and the blood. And they held on to that and went to their death. Now notice that if they had seen it as symbolic, they could have even easily given it up. If they say it's just a memorial of Jesus, they could have just given it up. But they chose to go to their death, believing that this is not symbolic, but it is real. What we receive is the real body and blood of Christ. This is how the early church understood it. To move it away from the symbolic as understood. As I said, the Protestant understands it as memorial, understands it as just symbolic. Now the early fathers understand it as symbolic too, but in a different way. What they say is this: Christ is transcendent, which means Christ is beyond everything, for he is God the Son. But Christ is also eminent, meaning Christ is present here with us. So what we have is the transcendent God Incarnate, that's why John's Gospel begins that in the beginning was the Word and so on. The transcendent God became a human being and became eminent, present among us. And therefore, what he gives us is his flesh and his blood to nurture us, to strengthen us. So they see Jesus not just as symbolic, but Jesus, who is God, present among us, giving himself to us so that we may have life in us. So Jesus said, unless you eat this flesh and drink my blood, you do not have life in me. Napoleon Bonaparte, as some of you know, he was the ruler in Europe. He dominated Europe for a good period of time. And coming to the end, he was being asked the question. He said, what is the greatest experience and even success that you have had? And they're looking at Napoleon and looking to see his victory and all the things that he attained. And they were thinking of some country that he had defeated. And Napoleon said, the deepest experience I have ever had is when I made my first communion, because at that moment I was close to my God. I was close to my God. Imagine that victorious Napoleon said, at my first communion is the greatest experience I had, because at that moment I was close to my God. For Benedict says, Jesus came down and he dwelt among us so that he could be close to us. Closeness meaning that God wants to be intimate with us. He wants to be so close to us that he gave himself totally. And he not only gave himself totally as he offered himself on the cross, but he did something even more. That Christians are on a journey, a long journey, a journey that may lead them to eternal life. And to go on this journey, you need something to take you. And there is no other thing that can take you but sustenance and my flesh and my blood. So when we eat, we are not just eating pieces of bread. We are not just drinking some wine in a glass. No, we are partaking in Christ himself, who enters and want to enter into a new relationship with us. And that is what we celebrate. That is what we do when we come to the altar. It's a pity that many of our Catholics are not conscious of the closeness of what Jesus is to us. I think it's a privilege for us, a privilege of something that came down from centuries and have not broken up to this day and continue. And yet, the Blessed Sacrament or the Blessed Eucharist, we take it for granted. I notice people, they come up for the Eucharist chewing gums. Chewing gums. It means that they do not understand what they are doing. And if they want to take out the gums before they come, they stick it under the chair. Or under the bench in church. They are the max there. We leave them there. It means that we do not know the seriousness of it. We talk during the Eucharistic prayer. We move during the Eucharistic prayer. We do all kind of different things during the Eucharistic prayer. And we forget that the most important thing in the world is taking place there on that altar. and we miss it.